Hello, truckers, drivers, and adventurers. I am the without a load killer awesome trucker. uh, it's been several hours since the last episode. Maybe not for you, but it has been for me. They have me T-called a low here in the Phoenix terminal because they're going to get me something else that goes back east. I'm still waiting. I could have been clearing California by now, taking that load to that one place, which I thought really would have been really interesting. But, then I don't know if I would have been stuck in California with hardly anything good getting out. Oh, man. But it was a good load, too. It was over 900 miles. But I'm having a little faith in my driver leader because he's awesome. I mentioned it to my wife. She's like, don't count on it. I'm like, yeah, well, we couldn't find anything for you. But welcome to trucking. So I'm heading over here to the driver center. In the last episode, I had torn my shorts. These were my better shorts, and I was talking about how I was going to take care of that. Well, I have myself a little sewing kit. Looks to me, and I just recently got this too, so if it looks new, that's why. I guess this is it's not really the closest thing, but I don't really have anything else. What about, wait a minute, hold on. What about this one? It looks different here, but, well, one's dark, what's that? I don't know. This almost, I mean, this is brown, this is not, but this is closer in tone to that, so yeah, I'll just go with that. I think that'll work. I got a whole bunch of stuff that I'm not really sure. There's some clips, got a pin thing here. We'll just use some multicolored stuff. Whee! Buttons, needles right there. Alright, let's get this thing sewed up. Okay, so what I'm basically doing here is I'm doing this this overlap, which I don't know, focus, or, oh, okay, there it goes. So you're just kind of to make sure that this is yeah, there we go. So you're just basically going through, under, over, and this should make it a tight stitch. Now I turn this inside out so that way you can't really see it from the outside. I had some trouble with the stitching because I was using like a self-threading needle, which it was the first needle that I pulled out, and I had more trouble trying to use that than anything else. I also didn't get enough thread. You can see I did it tight here, and then I realized, oh, I don't have enough thread, so I started making them a little bit bigger there. So I don't know, this part may not hold very well, but I got it together. Hopefully it will stay. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I can do sewing, but I'm very, very basic on it. I am trying to learn more, and I did order a sewing machine. It's a smaller one, but it's a Brother brand, and it's good quality too. My mother's a seamstress. She's been a seamstress her whole life, so I'm hoping to learn and gain knowledge from her so that way I can do my own stuff. But yeah, oh my goodness, I'm just now seeing this. Here's the threads just got bigger and bigger. I didn't realize it was like that. Oh my goodness, that's pretty bad. All right, well, let's see if that holds up if it completely shreds. This is supposed to be the day that the delivery was to be done on our last load. The one that I'm still currently hooked up to. The one that they were going to T-call. Or that they did T-call. And we're going to get me something else that goes east. Yet, here I am. I waited all day yesterday. Not one thing. Not one. Today, I woke up. Apparently they had planned me an hour ago for a load going to where else? California. But by the time I had woken up and looked at it, get out and look, it was more like get up and look. It was gone. So I don't know what's going on. I do not know what's going on with these planners. I have not had this bad of an experience since starting with Swift. It's been really good. Now, I'm not particularly happy. So maybe this is out of their control. Maybe it's just a slow part of the season right now. But I've never had a problem trying to get good loads before. I would usually have something by the end of the day. I wouldn't have to wait that long, and now it's horrible. And I had this load that I could have continued taking, and I'm still willing to continue taking it to California. I'm still willing to take this load to California. They should not have told me to T-call it if they could not get me anything going back east. I don't know. I'm not happy about this. But anyways, here we are. I've been making use of the time and I've been working on videos, for the channel, just making use of the time while I have it. But I can't pay bills if I'm not getting the lows. So yeah, I'm just a bit irritated. I want to go into wherever the planners are at and just say, hey, what the hell is going on? Yeah. And would assuming if I was a lease operator or owner operator, where you can pick your own loads, would it be that bad right now trying to get a load? Or would it be better? Because see, when I'm thinking about their, they have like an app or something that you pick the loads from. It sounds good. It's kind of like, oh, hey, I can go through and pick up loads or something like that. But there's also a competition that you have to think about too, because there are other lease owner operators that are out there that are also getting loads. So this kind of makes me think of like Amazon Prime, or I'm sorry, Amazon Flex. When you're using your own car to go make deliveries and stuff, you're looking at their app, trying to get a load in a certain area, and sometimes it shows up and then it's gone. So being a lease operator, owner operator, is it the same thing? You know, where you're trying to get a load and they just disappear before you even get a chance to get it. That's what I'm wondering. Maybe that's the benefit of being a company driver, is because, well, hopefully you have planners that are like, oh, here's a load, let me grab this for this person, because, you know, they're busy looking at loads all day long. If you're a driver, you can't do that. You know, it's like when you're not driving, you know, then you can look at them. But do you see where I'm coming from? So unless you have like someone who's riding with you, who's got, you know, who can open up the app and constantly, you know, look for loads and get you set up. So I'm wondering, you know, if it's any different. So I don't know. New backdrop. Yeah, I've been working on stuff, so I had to switch colors back here. I'll be getting some other types of colors too, like yellow, and I was thinking about getting some patterns and stuff like that I can attach. I need to get a iron so I can iron that stuff out. Okay, so I've gotten some interesting information. It turns out that it was a good thing that the last load that I stopped here in Phoenix, because I was wrong about the delivery date. I thought the delivery date was today at 11. It was yesterday at 11. There was no way I would have made that. And so I was talking to the fleet manager, and he was saying that it worked out good the way that it did, because otherwise I would have gone all the way into Delano, California, and their appointment only. I would have gone there and I would have had to wait for an appointment. Now I was going to call them because I thought I would be getting there early, and he said it's better to wait for a load than to wait for an appointment. And Delano, there's not much, you know, there. So yeah, kind of weird. It's just kind of weird that I just had that feeling. I was like, you know, maybe I should just wait in Phoenix and T-call it, or not T-call it, but see if they want me to T-call it. So apparently the planners had me T-call it for that very reason. They just didn't communicate to me. So the planners knew what they were doing. They T-called it because there was no appointment. There was no new appointment to have it delivered. So they did the right thing. They just didn't communicate to me, and that would have really helped. If it was communicated better to me, I would have been able to understand stuff. So we do have another load. It's going to Henderson, Nevada. It's a Costco load. And this is going to a different location than the one that we did before. Ironically, it was the first location that I would have gotten the last time, but then that one got taken off, and then I got a different and then I had gotten a different Henderson load. So this is going to the location that I would have gotten originally, if that makes any sense. So the last time we went to Henderson, it would have been a different Costco. Well, this is the different Costco that we would have gotten. But the thing is, you can't go and pick it up until there's a trailer ready. And this load does not have a trailer number associated to it. So if I put the information here, you'll see that there's no trailer number listed. And in the comments, it says don't go there until there's a trailer number listed. Now they've already sent me a trailer solution to go pick up a trailer. They want me to go pick it up at a Pepsi location, which is great. The thing is, I don't want to start my clock too early to go and get that trailer and then sit and wait for the, for the Costco one, which there should be a trailer ready by now, because delivery is tonight. So, but I think when it gets to around noon, I think I'll go pick up that trailer, because remember, there's a 14-hour clock, and it'll be enough time for me to still be able to make that delivery and then go shut down. But that's kind of like where we're at right now. Also, too, apparently it was not very common to be able to get as many loads as I've been able to get. And he was saying that things are kind of going back to normal. So things are slowing down. And he says what's happening now is actually kind of normal. So I guess apparently there was a time where things were slow and people just picked whatever load they could possibly get. And it looks like that might be where we're at right now. So this is kind of interesting that where this is turning. So yeah, we learn different types of stuff here, don't we? All right, well, I'm just kind of working on stuff, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so apparently the load is ready, even though it wasn't in the information for the load itself. We just need to go get our empty trailer over at the Pepsi location, and then we just head over to Costco and then swap that out for the loaded trailer, and we'll get going. So let's see if we can make a stop over here at the wash. See if we can't wash the truck here before we go. So you may recognize this place. This is Pepsi. We've been here before, and the last time we were here, they were like, you can't come without a trailer. Now we're here to pick up an empty trailer. So hopefully they don't say, you can't come here to pick up an empty trailer without a trailer. Don't have a trailer number, so hopefully they'll be able to provide one. I mentioned to my driver later, I'm like, I hope they know what they're doing, because I've been here before. So when I was taking the truck through the wash, I hate how it is so close on both sides. You have to be very, very careful. I actually, my mirror on the side here did get hit, but it didn't damage it. What it did, these mirrors, they can be folded in. There is a, I don't know, you may not be able to see it very well, but there is a little seam right there. And so what it did is it just pulled the mirror in. All I had to do was just snap it back out. So, For a moment, I thought it did the same thing over there, but no, it's fine. So no, the mirrors aren't damaged. I don't know if any of the other trucks do that. That is one thing about the International that I like. You can take the side mirrors and you can pull them in. I thought maybe you could do that with the fender mirrors because there's a crease on that too, but it doesn't look like it. Well, let's find out what they have to say. Look at this, folks. Shiny, new 2023 trailer. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh, we don't even need to pre-trip this. No, I'm kidding. We will. Check this out. I had to slide the tandems right, and I pulled them all the way forward, and it bounced a little bit. But then I went ahead and just came out, put the release arm in, and wouldn't you know, I didn't have to do anything else because the pins came right out and locked into place. So I didn't have to jiggle it, wiggle it, or anything. Awesome. Wish I had the trailers like this more often. Well, we disconnected the trailer, or dropped it, then disconnected it. Probably don't want to disconnect, then drop it. And then came over here. We got our loaded one all hooked up and everything. I've got my L calls ready to go. As soon as I get the paperwork over there, I'll be able to fill the rest of it in and then get going. So I'll see you at our next stop. We are at the Petro truck stop on the I-40. Just as you come off of the, I think it's the 85. So just before you get to Kingman, we've been here before. This seems like a good place for me to stop for about 30 minutes before continuing on and getting to the receiver within an hour early. So this will give me a chance to use the facilities, fill out a blank bill of lading. You know what I mean. Fill out the blank form because Costco doesn't give us one. So there's a lot of parking here. So like the last time we were here, there was plenty of parking. I was thinking about that one. The last one, he was parked. You can't park here. Move. I was recently. There's like an old video from Shep Rambles that I had to do with Star Wars and John Wayne. It was just an article that I found that I thought was just kind of cool to share. And this guy commented on the video like, this is such bait. You're bad for reporting this, and he wasn't in the movie, and it's just his voice, and it was used without his permission, and blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, man, freaking chill. What I was thinking about doing, and I probably will, as I'm just going to respond, welcome to trucking. Because I don't know what else to really tell the guy. I appreciate that he watched it, but it's an old video. My goodness, freaking calm down. I got a ton of other videos on the channel. Relax. Chill out. Alright, well, I'm heading back to the truck. So this is where we're going. We're going to the Costco in Henderson. This is on St. Rose Parkway. And you can see this, it's a lot of undeveloped stuff here, but this has all been done, finished. This, it's just Google Maps has not been updated. But if we zoom in here, here is the dock right there. We'll be coming in from here down St. Rose Square Lane. Now the real question here is, do we come in? You can see you can turn here. Do we come in here, turn? I mean, you've got to check in first. So what would you do? You can't really, it's going to be hard to try to park here on the side, maybe here, but you're going to be in the way. And then if you come here, you'd have to blindside back your way this way. I don't think that's a good idea either. If you try to park here, you're blocking a lane. So the thing to do is to get over here on the side. So how would we do that? I think we're just going to have to come around the outside. It looks like what we can do is turn here and work our way around. That's a long ways. Was that a car with a trailer? I don't know. If we come through this way, hopefully there's enough room. Maybe we can just go around the building like this. Come around and park over here. There's a little walkway here. That's probably the check-in point. So yeah, if we're able to park here along the side or right there, then that'll be good. Let's go ahead and take a look at this in 3D mode. Get a good look at the dock there. Kind of zoom in. Yeah, that looks like the check-in point. That looks like where you would go. If we park here or here, I guess if we pull in this way, we should be able to back straight up. I don't see a problem with this. I just don't know how challenging it's going to be with the island and stuff here. It looks like there's plenty of room. Of course, if we, I don't know. I suppose we could always go this way and blindside back our way back in this way. Guess we could do that. Unless, I don't know if there's enough room to go over here and turn around and come back this way and do a side back up, but it might be easier to pull in here. And the easiest thing seems to be to pull in here and back straight up. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. Let's take a look at Google Street View. Looks like we got nothing we can... Yep. Where is the closest? Way over here. Alright, well. This shows it being built. What about over here? Is there anything over here? Can we see? Well, not really. The dock's over there somewhere. Hey, man. Alright, well. That's about the most we got, but at least it's something. Something to help prepare us for the delivery in this area. Well, got to relax just for a little bit. Mainly making sure the laptop was plugged in because it got unplugged and the battery died. Other than that, I've got my lunchbox plugged in, so it's going to heat up food on the way to Henderson. Filled out the bill of lading form, so it's pretty much it, but we got to get going. I don't want to be late. We'll get there, and we're going to go park off to the side behind the building. So let's go ahead and get going. Okay, we are here at the Costco. Boy, there is a big wind too. Wasn't quite sure what I was going to do when coming in here. Didn't quite go through here the way that I wanted to. But I was going to park over there and check in, but there's a sign that says no truck parking. So I guess, although I parked right in front of the sign so I could figure out where to go, I just went around the entire Costco building and over here to the side, which is pretty much kind of like what I wanted to do originally, but yeah. So I'm just gonna go check in. All right. I've been backed up, and you can see we have a green light, so they are all done unloading. They have me put the seal and the paperwork in the back. And likewise, as soon as they were done, they went ahead and just put the paperwork in the back. I had some trouble getting this backed in here. Now, when you're sitting here, it looks simple, right? All I had to do was get the truck and the trailer lined up like this and just back in, right? Or from there. I was coming from over here where the wall is at. I could not get this trailer and truck angled in such a way to be able to do that. I tried coming in from this way. It didn't work. I wound up being in line with this dock next to me that's got a trailer. So I pulled up and went over there. And I also was coming close to running over that curb over there. So, and then I was trying to make it around this way. And it's like I said before, I've got this wheel turned as far as it goes, and I'm trying to whip the trailer over. And because I've seen other people do that. This will not do it. It will not do it. It just doesn't. It takes its sweet time. It's really annoying. Really, really annoying. So I had to do a lot of up, back, to kind of winch my way into a position to where then I could finally start coming straight back and then curving it in. But obviously I got it in here, so it's pretty annoying. It's like this truck. Okay, got this tandem slid back forward, doors are shut. We're gonna go off to our little hidey hole, which is that Terrible's casino. Hopefully there's parking there. There was the last time. Let's see if there is this time. So here we are, back at the Terribles. It took me several pull forwards going back. Why is it that whenever I back in and it looks like I'm straight, it looks like I'm lined up here, right? But when I go out and look, it's like the butt end of the trailer is like swinging that way. Although it looks, I don't know. I think it's a stupid truck if you ask me. But yeah, there's a spot over here. There's more spots over that direction. There's some over there. So yeah, and it's 11 o'clock at night, so definitely there's room here to pull in. And with that, we'll bring this episode to a close, since everything is now delivered. Getting into that dock took a little bit. I got there half an hour early. By the time I finally bumped the dock and was ready, it was like 9:14, and the appointment was 9 o'clock. So, yeah, I didn't get it docked at 9, but at least it at least it wasn't that much later. You know, it's like I'm telling you folks, if you're having trouble trying to back, and like you know what you need to do, and for some reason it's not doing it, you can't figure out why. It's not you, it's your truck. And if you are in that situation, are you driving an international? You probably are. Yeah, I don't know what it is with internationals. Wide turning radius, you know, it's just when it comes to trying to back something into a tight area with this, it's one thing if it's tight but there's room to maneuver and pull up and everything, but if you don't have that room, forget it. It's not happening. It is not happening. Now I knew with that Costco I had room, but I had to get myself in the hole, and then from there I was able to wiggle my way around and stuff and get straightened up. So there was plenty of room up front for once I was able to get in the hole, then I was able to pull forward and all that other stuff. But in some cases, there's not any room. And, you know, whereas some people with trucks, there's like, no problem. They whip their wheel all the way in one direction. You see that truck just, you know, like that, and that trailer just right angles, and then they turn that truck right underneath the trailer like it's nothing. And then when I try to do it with this, it just slowly takes its time. Yeah. So just remember that it may not be you. It's probably your truck. Your truck just does not have that sharp turning radius that some of the better trucks have. So don't be discouraged. There are some things that you're just not going to be able to do. But then there are some things that you'll look at it and you're like, I know I can get it in there. I know I can get it in there. What can I do to get it in there? That's how I was treating this situation. I knew I could get it into the hole. I just had to figure out how. It was like a puzzle. How can I aim my truck and trailer to get it in the position that I need to get it into the hole? So I knew I could do it. But then there are some areas out there that I know that there's just no flipping way that I'll be able to get it into a hole or docked up, because there just isn't enough space to do it. And that's okay. Just know what your limitations are. I can analyze a situation and say, that's going to be a challenge, but I can get it in there. You know, and just so you know, I got out and looked quite a few times. I had to get out and look quite a few times because I was checking both sides. Sometimes this side I couldn't see out of, and I could see out of that side. It was just back and forth because I had to get myself wiggled in order to be able to allow myself to go back. So I got out and looked a lot of times. But yeah, there are just some situations. Just I know that I'm not going to be able to get it in there, and I know that if I try, I'm gonna hit something. I'm gonna hit something. So I have enough confidence to know that yes, this one's a challenge, but I can do it. It just may take me a little bit of time. And then there are other ones where I'm just like, yeah, that's a challenge, and there ain't no way that's happening. That's just how it is. So just realize what your capabilities are. Don't look at a situation and it's like a challenge. It's like, well, I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. I guess I'll give it a shot. If you're in that situation, you may not want to give it a shot. You may not want to give it a shot. I'm just saying, Just be careful. Be careful. Be mindful of things. Yeah, the situations like, where a cat, or let's say there's a tunnel and you're like looking at like, yeah, I think I can squeeze through there. And you start squeezing your way in and all of a sudden you're stuck. You can't go forward, you can't move backwards. And then you start to panic. You know what I mean? So, you can look at it and say, I think I can do it. Well, I'll give it a try. Don't be stuck in the tunnel, right? Where you can't move forward, you can't move back, right? So just analyze the situation. If it's a challenge, that's okay, as long as you know that there's a solution to get it in there. Like the one at Costco. I knew that was a challenge, but I knew that because I knew the capabilities of my truck, I knew there was a way that I could get it in there. I just had to figure out that way. And then there are just some areas where there's like hardly any room to move at all. Forget it. Forget it. Yeah. Not happening. So, but that's okay. All right. You're not going to be able to do 100% of the loads that they give you. Maybe in time, when you have years of experience and you have a way better truck, yeah, then you probably can. But don't try to force yourself to do something like that in your first year. You are not going to be able to do the same types of stuff as a 25-year-old truck. Okay, when I say 25-year-old, I don't mean a 25-year-old. I mean someone who's been in the business for 25 years. I don't know. Maybe you can do the same as a 25-year-old. I don't know. But yeah, for someone that's been in the industry for 25 years, you're only in it for like less than a year. Don't try to do the same stuff that they're doing, okay? They've been doing it for a while, all right? Take mental note. Watch what they're doing, okay? Watch what they're doing. But just because they can do it doesn't necessarily mean you can do it, all right? But you can watch what they're doing. You can make a mental note of it and like, okay, maybe I can give that a shot, or maybe, add a little bit of my own style to it, or whatever the case is. But yeah, I mean, it's all about skill level, right? I mean, if you're playing Skyrim or something, and you just created your character, you're not going to go run after a dragon or something, are you? I suppose you could. It may not go very well. I suppose you could. Okay, so trucking industry, same kind of concept. All right, you're a level 1 character. These other truckers that have been out here, now they're like level 10, level 15, level 20, 30. They're fighting the dragons and everything. They're coming up on top. They're getting the moolah. They're making bank. Okay. Don't take your level 1 butt out there and try to fight a dragon. You're going to get your ass burned, okay? One step at a time, all right? Anyways, hope you're enjoying this series. You know what to do. Thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Why not? Got a lot of fun things here on this channel. And more to come. So click that notification bell so you get... Oh my goodness, it just hit me. I'm really tired. So you get notified of future content coming to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode. Have a killer awesome trucking day.